have money or time, you're probably an artist too. So you can tell the joke's written, right? Yeah. You can see me in the box office if you're interested in doing your work here. We do music, dance, theater, puppetry, you name it, we probably do it. Follow us online at the Tank NYC or sign up for our newsletters on our website at tanknyc.org to stay up to date on programming. See, you're going to follow out that exit sign. You're going to exit out the building and walk all the way down the stairs onto West 36th Street. We just have a couple of little trigger warnings and then we'll get the show on the road. So there is some gunshots, gun violence, and stage blood in this performance. Without further ado, enjoy Minutemen. And if you're not here for Minutemen, then I can help you out. I forgot to say that. But everybody's here for Minutemen, right? Woo! Yeah, okay, we are. All right, cool.
First names of iconic and infamous R&B group Milli Vanilli.
Robin Fab or Robert and Fabrice.
Which country produces the most coffee by ton?
Brazil.
In Orson Welles' 1937 Shakespearean adaptation, which character was likened to Benito Mussolini?
Julius Gaius Caesar.
How did Paul escape Damascus?
In a basket down the city wall.
In what state is America's largest national park?
Question wrongly asked. Wyoming mainly, but also some in Montana.
Nope.
What?
It's not Yellowstone.
Isn't it?
No. There are like 6 different ones that beat it out in Alaska.
Alaska's so fucking big. Okay, would I be right if I said lower 48? No, Death Valley! Shit.
I thought you went to Yale.
I did. Yale doesn't make you good at trivia. No, you distracted me.
I did.
Alright, so what are we?
Oh, god damn it.
You counted wrong.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
You got 9.
9? Oh, we are so getting Mexican.
You are a sore winner.
That's not a thing. It's gonna be spicy.
You got spicy food last night.
And then you're gonna pronounce it all wrong when you order it.
Mi español es perfecto. It is.
Yeah, your white guilt and cotton candy stomach lining will be your downfall, Commander.
You're the one who stuck me in my stomach lining.
Ooh, you should have got up earlier. Got more than 7. Better know more about L. Ron Hubbard.
No one needs to know more about L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, you and Tommy Cruise on that one.
Order.
Yes, horchata, please?
Yup.
Nice. Okay, the usual then.
One usual. Coming right up. Hey, sweetheart. Can I get an outside line, please? Okay, got it. Thank you, sunshine. Talk to you soon.
You know that Op actually hates you, right?
You've never met her, or said more than 10 words to her.
And I know her well enough to know that she hates you.
I'll take it under advisement. Hola, yes, can I place an order for delivery? We'll take 2 carnitas diablos, 1 menos picante.
Menos picante.
2 orders of rice and beans, and chips as well.
Oh shit.
Gracias. 40 minutes?
Which means 2 hours by the time they scan it through and get it over here.
Yeah, probably.
You know, I think I'm starting to enjoy the taste of cold food. I might even prefer it now.
Well, 7 months, that feels like a pretty rational response.
Yeah, but that stovetop will worth it down.
We still wouldn't use it.
That's true.
So, what are you going to do when the handoff comes?
Really? I was really thinking I'd get the rest of this stuff done before food's here. You know we got drills coming up, right?
Yeah, if you want.
I don't. But... I'm gonna talk to anyone but you.
Sure, a given.
And then I'm gonna get laid. First person I meet, boom.
Right.
And they'll fly me out to my home base. It's only a few hours from Ohio, too. Just got lucky that way. And there's this lake near where I grew up. I mean, my parents used to go and just picnics, you know, like hot dogs and pickles and waterlogged peanuts. None of us ever went in. No, we sat out and we talked and we looked out, and I never really asked why that was. It just was. So I'm gonna go and jump directly in that lake.
The release is going to be in February.
Well, I'm not gonna do it because it'll be pleasant. No, I'm serious, you know? There's other stuff too. Like I'm gonna go and make sure I'm okay with my taxes.
You know, I really feel like after all this time we should get like a pardon for taxes for the year.
Yeah, some stuff you just sort of have to get done.
Yeah.
And as long as we've been doing this, you know, there's a lot of stuff I've been really enjoying not doing.
Yeah. Yeah, same here.
And I know I give you shit. But
You don't have to say it. In fact, I'd really prefer if you didn't.
oh, you're a son of a bitch, you know that.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's me, your turn.
Oh, my turn. I am going to watch something that isn't on one of these 10 fucking channels.
Yeah? That's the first thing?
Well, maybe not the first thing, but it's up there.
I mean...
What?
No, I get the feeling. Okay, what are you gonna watch?
I want to see the rest of Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
What?
You're sick of the news.
Right?
And our lives together here in the service. And the first thing you want to go and do is watch Game of
No,
Thrones.
I never said that it would be the first thing.
Oh no, but it's high priority.
Sure.
You are aware that that entire show is about war, right?
The War of the Roses.
Yeah, but it's still war. Your escapism is just war in a slightly different time period.
There's sex, too.
Well, do you think that's weird?
I think the assertion that you're making, that a show with that much incest in it is a mirror of reality, I think that is weird.
Funny.
There's also dragons.
You know, I'm just saying that, you know, you thought my lake was weird.
First of all, no, I didn't. Second of all, we both signed on for this.
You know that's not what
Yeah, but that's what you got. All right, look, we're never going to actually escape.
Jesus. Dragons.
You know, this comp is way more real than some airborne lizards, too.
Yeah, fuck you,
It's
man.
true.
Okay, so you go and you watch Game of Thrones. And then what?
I'm going to drive.
Drive.
Yeah. From here, if you start driving east, you can go for days and days with nothing but the sky and the horizon line. You know, sometimes mountains to the left, but for the most part, just wide open sky. I'm going to take a week or two, and I'm going to see every inch of that sky.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to see the sun in every place that it can be, and I'm going to eat real truck stop diner food, you know, like real greasy spoon type with coffee that could power a car battery. You know, that stuff isn't spicy at all.
Ooh, well, as long as you don't go too far down south, hombre.
Well, I guess I signed on for that, America, and I'd like to see it again.
Didn't you grow up in Yonkers?
Yes. But that is not the point. All right, you can be nostalgic for places that you've never been.
Yes.
And yes, I signed on for that, America. But the bagel and butter, dense and cold America too, and smoothie America.
And the jazz singing mint julep America.
That's right. And a grass skirt America, and 10-gallon hat America. But right now we are closest to wide open sky America. So that is where I'm going to start.
Well, I hope those motel rooms get HBO.
Ha.
Oh, they'll probably kowtow too. Once you tell them of your various Americas, set it up real nice for their fellow patriots.
You are talking a lot of shit for someone who never takes her regalia off if she can help it.
guess I'm not that kind of patriot. Not the nostalgic kind that doesn't work for some people.
You're still smarting about the whole national park thing, huh?
I'm hungry.
Food will be here eventually.
Jay, come on, it's your turn.
You just got out of bed like an hour ago.
And we're still on your shift.
Ooh, this is gonna look so bad in review.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. And literally, Coliseum, you've got Helio, 5920, 1900 hours. Line standby access. Affirmative. Mike 3, Whiskey 78, Mike Kilo 12 Alpha on deck, plus Beta 2, Beta 6, 111. What are your orders?
On it.
Copy. Can I get another access, man? Roger Dodger, standing by.
On it. Standing by?
Standing by.
We're standing by?
Yes.
Now I know we're standing by. What for is my question.
Oh, well, if you wanted to know what the orders were, you probably should have picked up the phone when it was your turn.
Yeah, you are such a bitch. You just wait until your partner review. I'm gonna wreck your shit.
Yeah, keep talking, brother. I've got orders to carry out.
My God, just tell me.
Hey, center ops, ready for the D10.
Holy shit, that's not fun.
All right, come on, I need you on the south board.
Coffee Che-Guevara.
Hey, Demisius, they told us to patch in for a prelim sequence.
Alright, stand by.
Sorry, he's
Gotcha.
there we go. On your mark, ma'am. Golf, November 1, Yankee, 2, Zulu, November, Quebec, Tango, Romeo, 7. And there's the hole. Hey, any word on hang time? We've got dinner coming, so we don't want to. Okay, awaiting next. Over and out.
What did you say how long it's gonna be?
Nope, just said it was standard prelim.
Damn it, it's gonna be hours.
Or it could be minutes.
I know the principle. When has it ever been minutes?
Probably once back in the 70s.
We're eating if the food comes.
Yeah. They still haven't updated these magazines since the 90s. Bill Clinton was still just a draft dodger. At least they took the porn out.
Nah, they just moved it under the mattress.
You think it was because we didn't win the shootout? Made it harder?
I'm trying really hard to get a little bit of rest in before you ruin my digestive tract forever, Anna, so we just...
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I know this code.
Check the book if you're so bothered.
Well, that's not how you're supposed to carry out a preliminary.
Well then.
It's gotta be. Okay. 7 starts, then 127 and Y R. 127, 127, and Y R.
Oh my God, I fold. I can't do it. I can't nap when you are in a mood.
I'm in a mood.
You get fidgety.
Stuck in here with you and nothing else for 24 hours. Of course I'm gonna get fidgety.
You're not always. You know, I'm still pissed about Rainer getting headphones banned and ruined my entire goddamn life. You know, you're supposed to call out if you're stressed.
I know.
So?
I'm not stressed.
We are relying on you to monitor your own reliability and to monitor others.
You know, you can make fun of him all you want, but every time he gives that speech, you look like moved. Maybe a little turned on.
What's wrong?
Have you ever considered that I'm always fidgety and you're just inconsistent with your sleep?
I have not. Seriously. What's wrong? Is it your boyfriend? Your brother? Or
I'm not upset. I'm telling you that I'm not upset.
is it your mom?
Jay, I swear
Look,
to
it's
God.
not like I'm. Look, I won't tell. Right? Just don't take the next shift. Call off. Tell me you have a PRP issue and then deal with it. We can finish out tonight and then go home and deal with it, and you'll be back in the saddle next week. Now, look, I honestly, I hate being benched with Marcel, but I will deal. All right? It's more important that you take care of yourself. Look, I won't report you. If that's why you're so set, I'm not telling you.
You mean that?
You think I want to be stuck with Marcel until February?
Okay. Okay, can you just check something for me?
Check something?
Yeah, look, it didn't come up in the book and
What am I looking at?
what just came in?
Yeah, you really had me worried. You were wondering the correct way to deploy a prelim.
Do you know it?
You mean the GN one?
Yes.
Seems like a regular prelim scramble to me. I mean, it just doesn't seem that odd to me that we wouldn't have record of it. It's kind of the way these things are supposed to go.
No, look, I looked it up while you were out and then I fidgeted a little bit. And I haven't decoded the full set yet, obviously, but I think it might be a deploy.
That is not going to work on me twice.
No, I'm not joking. I'm sure I remember these numbers. That's an executive order.
What?
That code, that structure, that sequence, that's an executive order, John.
Come on, Anna. How could you possibly know that?
The codes, they're all top secret, right?
Yeah.
Right, yes, but
top
they
secret.
structure them all the same way. They have
Most secret
randomized
codes
it
in
in the
entire
head.
world,
No,
right?
it's the
These things
military,
are
Jay.
eyes
There's
only,
order in
right?
chaos,
They're
and we've
above
seen these
eyes
before.
only,
Every
right?
training,
Nobody
memorize
knows
the
these
book,
things.
repetition.
Maybe the president,
Look, the stuff
maybe
is
the
us,
Secretary of Defense,
citizens,
that's
but
about it.
missiles are military.
How on earth
You're
do
not
you-
hearing
No,
me.
you're not hearing me. They're nothing.
The president is militant. Put that down. Look, maybe I'm wrong. We don't even know what it is. Hey, you're
149,
just saying
Harry's
on
for
my side.
Coliseum
You're,
requesting immediate
hey, put it down.
advisement.
Jay.
Yes, confirmation
Jay,
is
put
beta
it down.
6, beta 2, 1.
Let's talk this through.
You're being,
We confirm everything.
I don't
Alicia.
even know
Come
what
on,
you're
it's
being.
protocol.
You can't just,
4 eyes, 2 minds, 2 keys, and 1 choice. Now shut up and talk.
okay. Okay, let's just pretend that you haven't thrown protocol all the way out the window. If we pretend that that didn't just happen, then we are still 2 soldiers with a job to do. All right, we don't know what's coming, but whatever is coming, we do it. Surely we are in agreement on that?
Are you asking me if I'm ready to turn keys?
I am asking if by some incredible coincidence you happen not to be entirely fucking out of your mind, or no. If you do happen to be entirely fucking out of your mind, but you happen to be right about what is coming next. In that case, are you ready to turn keys?
Are you gonna take me out, Jay?
Anna.
There are other options.
I don't really see a whole host of them.
Okay, look, don't call. Okay, don't do anything yet. Just
What are you doing?
getting some outside
I
verification.
do not see the point of this, alright? But we either do it or we fucking don't and you are off. Alright, do you hear me? You are done. This is a major breach.
The point is knowing whether or not my parents are dead.
It can't be like this.
Look, I don't care how pissed you are. Okay, I don't even care if I'm fucked after this. What I'm telling you is that the string we just got leads us to total nuclear annihilation within the next couple of hours. Okay, so you can believe me or not. But if that's the case, wouldn't you want to know if we're the only 2 people left in the entire fucking continent? And if we are, if we somehow didn't all get smoked, wouldn't you want the chance to call your parents, tell them to get in the car and drive as far the fuck away from Yonkers as they possibly can? Yeah, even if nothing is about to happen, do you really want to take that chance?
According to a jury of his peers who sexually abused.
My mom doesn't live in Yonkers anymore.
Oh,
Right? I don't know where the fuck my dad is. So.
Jay, come on. Somewhere.
Try C-SPAN.
It's dark. That's not good.
I was 15 when the towers went down. I watched the coverage for a few hours, and my little brother started to cry. And blood and smoke. So I wanted me to put on something else, and I tried, but it was even on Cartoon Network. Right? It was on every channel.
Welcome back. Before the break, we had our senior analysts giving their take on the effect the remarks given at yesterday's town hall will have on our next major election cycle, only months away. Now we're cutting to breaking news just coming in. The president has taken to Twitter to call Miss Shania Twain on a lack of true patriotism. The songstress walked back her statement endorsing the president in a recent interview, although the issue of whether or not she is a patriot stands in question, given that she is, in fact, Canadian. We go live to our correspondent outside the White House with more on this.
Well, we know the White House wasn't taken out.
Not with a twang, but with a whimper.
It could be a preemptive strike.
It certainly could be.
It must be.
Unless the news hasn't been released yet.
People would know if they've been bombed, Jay.
Unless we're still in fly time.
If
for
we're
whatever's
still in
coming.
fly time, then we would have been given the orders to go, like, right now.
Right.
It could be a test.
A test that we failed in pretty spectacular fashion.
Huh?
If it's a test and you don't follow oath and mandate, you failed the test.
I remember my oath.
If the order comes, that is correct.
Right.
Unless the biscuit comes.
And the tacos don't.
Right.
Right. No, it can't be a matter of fly time.
No, yeah, it's like you said. We would have had us try to fire at the missile, I think, or at least fire back immediately, and that'd be, I don't know, 6 minutes after initial launch?
No, our launchers are really fucking fast. Faster than Japan and Korea and most of the Middle East, I'm sure. I don't know about Russia.
Nobody knows about Russia, so.
I'm just thinking out loud. They always said that if we strike that it could be preventative. That we were way more likely to attempt prevention than to just default to retaliation. Way more likely to do either of those than to strike first.
That is the book, yes.
Well, what if the book lied?
What if the book lied?
Well, not intentionally.
You're asking me now of all moments. What happens if the book lies?
No, the book didn't lie. What if the book didn't foresee the current political climate? No. What if the book just always assumed that the US federal government would be operating at the highest possible level? That we would remain the largest bastion of democratic ideals since, say, Athens? That's not a terrible thing for the book to have assumed. But if you'd asked me a couple years ago what I would have considered to be breaking news, I wouldn't have guessed we'd be running a huge fucking Kyron about a Canadian making a remark that wasn't American enough.
Come on, honey.
No. So why can't it be a matter of flight time, huh? How do we know that someone didn't fire at us and we're letting an American city get smoked so that we can have an excuse to fire back?
If there is some sort of moral dilemma here, I'm thinking that it would be that we're firing first. Okay, that feels far more likely.
Sure.
Because we're really talking about the current political climate.
I know, John.
And if that's the case, then
I know, John.
that's the case, and it is a completely expected and standard procedural
I
order.
said I know, John.
We still don't know that it's real.
Yeah.
You know, if it isn't, and they're listening, which they are, then we will still be taken off assignment because of your apprehension.
So you can get a jump on your Game of Thrones a little sooner, huh?
You know, the briefing will be painful, metaphorically speaking.
Maybe literally too. Lucky they still don't draw and quarter people.
Come on, Anna, this is the American Armed Forces, all right? We're not.
Who? Who are we better than, pray tell? Go for it.
It'll just be a DD.
I think I might be committing treason, actually.
I don't know. It feels like treason demands action, all right? Right now, we're still talking hypothetical.
Well, I've thought of shooting the cameras. If feelings count against you, that one definitely will.
Bryce, did you even pass your psych?
Flying colors, did you pass yours?
I don't know. I didn't check. Clear to serve, though.
Huh.
You know, if you are called to the carpet for failure to perform, you have to be honest.
Honest?
I never second-guessed. I was always going to fire. I don't deserve a DD.
Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Sorry.
To second guess? Isn't that the point of the principle?
On.
Oh God, will you please stop saying my name like that?
Like what?
Like we're best friends and you're trying to convince me to pick you up from the airport. I'm not being unreasonable.
I am not saying that you're being unreasonable, and we are friends.
Then stop trying to talk me down. Okay? It's not like I'm Dr. Jekyll-ing.
Hyde.
Excuse me?
Mr. Hyde is the villain. If you would suddenly turn evil, you would
Oh
be Mr.
my
Hyde. I'm
God!
not trying to be a dick, I just think that you're wrong.
I don't care that I got the trivia
Not
wrong.
about that. Alright, about this. Look, I am not trying to treat you like you've gone unhinged.
You asked
Even
me
for
if
the
I
way
passed
you-
my fucking
I
psych!
swear to God, it is just that your attitude towards our mandate is wrong-spirited.
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 Holy fuck.
Look, I'm not the one who brought spirit and principles into this, alright? And don't act like I am, okay?
I don't even
be
know what
like
the
that.
fuck you're talking
What
about.
you said about it being a choice.
I called it a choice.
When you were begging me not to call down Rome on your ass, you did, yeah. But it is not a choice.
There's always a choice.
Not here. Why do you think they trained us the way they did? The weeks, the repetitions? So you would know the orders like songs? We are meant to do when told. It is indoctrination, okay? Pavlovian control. We are meant to sing the song that we are prompted to sing when we are prompted to sing it. That's it.
That's not
That
what
is
I
not
signed-
what anyone signed up for, Anna. Okay, but that is the way it is. It's the way it has to be, in case within the span of your hesitation, they do decide to blow the fuck out of Yonkers. So yes, you are wrong-spirited. We don't choose. We just do. And if the order comes down, we are going to follow it.
You know, Pavlov's conditioning might work on people, but that doesn't mean you should use it on them. No, people have to be able to decide for themselves. They have to be able to decide when they eat dinner, and what they eat, and where they sleep, and where they live, and when faced with the largest decision in the history of the world, we have to be able to decide. Jay, we can't kill millions of people because someone rang a bell.
You know it is not that simple.
What if it is? What if it is? Just that fucking
There
simple.
are people who are ringing that bell. Okay, we trust in the ringers of the bell. That is what service is. This is the military, not English class. You trust your fucking command.
And who is our command?
What?
Who is our command, John?
The office. The generals. The Secretary of Defense.
And then?
The President of the United States.
The same president who just commanded the lynching of a pop star for tweeting about him in a way he didn't like? That's who rings the fucking
Yes!
bell.
Right now? Yes. Is that what you wanted to hear me say?
I'd rather my fucking English teacher.
Yes! Yeah. Me too. Even Mrs. Flammenball.
You had a Mrs. Flammenball?
Yeah. Third grade, English, social studies, and art. Very formative. My turn. You've got Perry's. Thanks, sweetheart. We'll be right up to grab it. Hey, Hey, sorry. Just wondering, do you have an ETA on the rest of that string from earlier? Just, you know, because if dinner's coming, we don't want to. Okay. Thanks.
She doesn't know? Thank you.
Look, I gotta go get the food. Okay, I'm gonna be gone for like 2 seconds. Don't do anything stupid.
For not having me drawn and quartered just then? Thank you.
I didn't do it for you.
Yeah. $127,527 NYR. 127,527 fire. It's good tonight.
Yeah.
Thing about spicy food is that it's actually easier to handle, you know, when it's cold.
Your tongue is less.
Yeah. Have you ever had Korean? It's so good, but it's so spicy and they serve it at like 1,000,000 degrees.
I don't think I have, no.
Just
There's not really a big Korean population up in Yonkers, and I was never stationed over there, so.
yeah, but if you're stationed, it's just the same shit though, right? That like carrot stick and the meat and the fruit cup.
Right.
Yeah. This is like our first days again.
You know, you're always kind of shitty at small talk.
Yeah, you used to be better at it. Now the big conversations.
Yeah.
So what? Do we just not talk about it?
That's procedure. All right, we are not supposed to conjecture on what a prelim is.
Yeah.
And you might not want to give me any more information to remember during your court martial.
What's done is done, I guess.
Okay, well, I don't want to have any more information to remember during your court martial.
I'm sorry this is so hard for you.
It's going to be shitty. All right, you are my best friend, and I am obligated to testify accurately to what you did. All right, the breakdown you just had. So no, let's not talk about it.
I disagree with that assessment.
That we're best friends?
That it was a breakdown. You know, just because you were talking to me like I was a crazy person doesn't mean I was acting like one.
All right, Anna, let's just...
No. Let's. Why is it that with a woman it's always a breakdown? Or a panic attack? Or a menstrual rage, even when the thing she's upset about is the end of the world?
Anna, come on, you know that's not what this is about, and don't belittle yourself by acting like it is.
I think it's a little what it's about.
Anna.
You know, I'm just saying, I'm not the one who got tangled in a phone cord or jumped around in front of a TV, and you're saying I'm crazy.
That is so far beyond the point.
Is it? Best friend? Because I would have believed you. I would have.
What?
If roles were reversed. I would have seen that it wasn't stress. I would have believed that you knew what you were saying 100%. I would have believed that your doubts, they came from a place
I would never
of...
have doubts. Anna, okay, right? We are not supposed to have doubts. What about that is so incredibly hard to understand?
A reasonable, intelligent thought about our world and our place in it. I would have given you that, at least, even if we disagreed.
Anna.
No, I know. I'm not crazy because I'm a woman. No, I'm crazy because I'm suggesting that we don't blow the entire planet to bits.
So you are suggesting that? Like officially and on the record, you are saying that if the order comes down, we shouldn't do it. Don't be a coward. You've never been a coward before.
That is what I'm saying, yes. John?
God damn it.
John, no, look, we should
Crazy
turn
fucking
keys
bitch.
when we know, if we know what's... Jesus, don't point that thing at me!
Anna, you have to let me report it. Let me at the phone, okay, Anna? Let me report it. They won't hurt you.
Bullshit. People are still executed for treason. Come on, not like this. You're not thinking clearly, John.
Anna.
Look, okay, you shoot me, and we don't have the ability to turn keys. Right? Right? You report me, and we don't have the ability to turn keys, and it's not like you're gonna get out of this scot-free. Come on, John. Look, if the order is coming, then it's coming. But you need 2 people to make a fucking deploy, and it's Marcel at the reserve right now, and fuck knows he gets here in time to save Yonkers. Look, all I want to do is talk about what's next, right? Come on, let's look at the strain, let's figure this out.
What is to stop you from killing me to make sure that we can't deploy?
I don't want to kill you! And I'm not saying I definitely don't want to deploy, listen to me! Maybe the TV tells us something, right? Maybe the...
What's to stop you?
Are you gonna make a run at the phone if I step back?
No. You were right. If our station goes down, then...
Yeah.
Okay, we still don't know that it's deployed. But you should probably get ready for it.
John?
Look, I really didn't want to shoot you.
I'm grateful. No, really, I'm grateful.
I don't think you're crazy.
I know. I'm not convinced about you, though. Jay.
Can you please just be quiet for like 30 seconds?
We should decode it.
I
Hey,
heard you.
you know I'm right.
It's a breach.
As you keep insisting, we're already fucked.
You
so
are already fucked. I will just need a very, very good lawyer.
It'll be easier to decide given more
We
time.
don't decide.
But we do!
Anna,
Look, maybe you were right. Okay, about our training and Pavlov.
I was right.
Yes, maybe. Maybe we're meant to be this perfect embodiment of perfect call and response. Right? Maybe we'll go down in history as the greatest example of classical conditioning there ever was, but,
But
well, to extend your metaphor, right? If you told Pavlov's dog not to trust the person giving him the treats, he'd still expect one. But maybe he'd be wise enough not to eat it.
you have really pushed that one about as far as it goes, all right? Dogs don't work that way.
People do! Look, you know what I mean. It's a choice because we made it a choice. We introduced outside factors like consciousness and time.
Christ.
You know, you can be pissed about that if you'd like, but it's true. And we're gonna have to deal with it. And knowing whether or not it's real will make it far easier.
Easier for who?
Both of us.
You do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Fast, Lieutenant. What's funny?
I was just thinking about how, like, 2 hours ago I was kicking your ass at trivia. Okay.
Key. Give it back.
John,
What?
I don't know, I can't read
You
it.
can't read it?
I can't fucking read it, it's old and...
Anna.
Look, I'll testify against myself, I swear, you won't get into any more trouble.
Anna, are you sure?
No, I'm not, which is why I need you to put your fucking eyes on it, okay?
What's that thing with the GN1 that you used?
127527 NYR. 127527 fire. It is. It is, right? Right, John?
Yeah, unless you were wrong and the rest of it comes.
You know that's bullshit.
But it couldn't. I think I'm gonna.
Jay?
You know, I'm gonna.
Jay, are you?
You were right.
I know.
Not about the sequence. Well, that too. You were right about the time thing. Changing it. After all that training, I didn't think that I would.
That damn human soul would get in the way.
Don't. I just mean that if we were receiving in the moment the way we were supposed to, I don't know if I would have.
Is
a difference between, quote, locker room talk and the real antipathy towards the women of this country, Sam. And when a precedent has been set for this kind of bad behavior, this is what we can expect. Why should we expect anything different from our congressmen and the kind of policy they write when we are entirely fine?
No word?
Yeah.
There would be word by now, surely the fly time.
Probably.
What do you mean probably?
I mean, probably on it. It could just be deterrence.
Deterrence?
I don't see any reason why this couldn't just be us cocking the gun.
That doesn't make any sense.
Do you want me to tell you that it's preemptive?
No.
Or that they've blown up the whole of the West Coast? Would you prefer that?
Shut up,
Get
John.
your head in it, Lieutenant.
Pyongyang. Probably that's what we were always thinking, right? Pyongyang strikes at Seoul or Manhattan, and then we and
You can't.
look, just don't tell me that I'm breaking the rules right now. Please. Could be Israel. Depending on whomever shot first. Or whoever we hate the most. No, it could just be us wanting to stretch our legs out on the Caracas and let him know we can smack him around
Stop.
a little bit. What?
We can't. Okay, look, we are the military. We do what we can to protect people. To save lives. Okay, and up until now that has been deterrence, right? That has been us just sitting here so that the rest of the world knows not to fuck with us. Okay, but now our orders seem to be to strike at someone. That's it. That's all we know. We could be striking at them because they have blown up all of California. Okay, New York could be on its way out to sea. Just because our ancient fucking TV doesn't seem to think so doesn't mean these things aren't possible. But look, maybe we are preventing them. Maybe we're saving your mom in Ohio. Maybe we're saving my mom, wherever the fuck she is. That is what we have to believe.
Your mom for somebody else's mom?
Anna, come on.
There are moms in the place we're firing at. I can almost guarantee.
There are terrorists too. All right, nightmares and monsters.
You know, Truman just thought that he was killing soldiers.
I remember.
He said it in his journal. That he really thought the women and children would be spared.
Well, it's not like we voted for him.
He won a second term. That's not the point. Look, somewhere out there are people on a first date. Okay? And there are babies and they're taking their first steps. And someone's taking a picture of their food. And someone's in a coffee shop. And they're looking out at the laptop of the person next to them because that person had to go get a coffee because that person needs to go and turn their report in on time. And some people, they're just arguing about semantics because they had one too many beers. And some people are trying to figure out how to forgive their piece of shit fathers, and those are the people that are gonna die.
It's not just them. And you can't think about them like that.
How am I supposed to think about them?
My dad was one of the good guys. No, like, really, he was. He was like idyllic almost, okay? He had a code. I mean, no, not like that. Just, it was like 1950s.
Yeah, 1950s fathers were famously paragons of morality. Do we have time for this?
You know what I mean, okay? He would come home and he would kiss my mom on the eye and he would sit me down on his knee and he would say, you know, how was your day? And if it was anything but good, he would say, you know, hey, you can't let the bastards drag you down. He beat my ass when I called my mom a bitch in middle school, and he fixed pilot lights, and he would share a meal with anybody, and he taught me that the most important thing in the goddamn world was just to be good to people. And then when I joined the service, I had to get my ID together, you know, the deep clear that they run on you.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I got all my shit out of this big filing cabinet that my mom had since Ford was in office, and you know what?
What?
He's not my father.
Mm.
my father is some guy with a Slavic name who I have never met before in my life.
I'm sorry.
No, I should have guessed sooner.
Is there a reason that you're telling me?
You were saying earlier that they're...
What, a piece of shit father?
No, Look, okay? Everything that you are saying about the civilians, it may be true, but just consider. Just consider that maybe you are wrong. Look, I've gone that far for you. Far enough not to report you is pretty goddamn far, so you have to hear me. Great. You were saying earlier that we look out for one another, right? And so, okay, fine, we're a team, and I've come to the table. You still haven't. We live in a world where these weapons exist. Okay, so of course not everything is going to be Mayberry. Of course, it isn't. Look, sometimes things aren't what they seem to you, right? I get your women and children are. Okay, I do, and I sympathize. But what if there is an island off the coast of somewhere where there is a military base, okay, and it looks exactly like our base? It would be what, 500? 200? If the island were small enough? Yeah, men, women, and children.
Sure, yes.
And that base has a sole imperative to one day carry out a mission, launching multi-target attack on every ICBM the US holds, right? Every single base that runs nukes, all of them, and pinning America down and making it watch through its own chaos and powerlessness as everything crumbles. And then they fire at every other nation. All right, one of whom gets off a retaliatory strike, but it is too late. The world, gone. So we kill those 500 people to save the planet.
It's not.
Okay, fine. Then in the dead center of the vast, empty Russian expanse, there is a village where they catch a highly contagious, highly painful disease, and it mutates faster than we can treat it. And it will spread. Okay, give it a few days, a few months, and we are gone like the dinosaurs unless we kill those Russian villagers who are already screaming for death.
Stop
Or
it.
speaking of the dinosaurs, maybe there is an asteroid coming, and we're pointing it up. And yes, shooting at such close range will be difficult. And yes, there might be damage. But if we don't shoot, it gets all 7.7 billion of us, quick and easy, hot and fast.
I get it, John.
It is not just us or them. Okay? You have got to think bigger than that if we are really going to confront this. Look, I will admit that there is a danger here. But there is an equal danger in oversimplifying the world that we live in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Okay.
Would it really be us if it were an asteroid?
I think so.
Not NASA?
You're asking if NASA has nukes?
Well,
I don't know. And I'm not entirely sure who to ask.
and if it were the virus, where we bombed Siberia, who would hand down the orders then?
Guessing the Surgeon General.
Wrong.
What?
Nope. He doesn't have that power. Yellowstone ain't the biggest national
Come on,
park.
you know what I mean. He would advise the president and then...
Right. And then goodbye, townsfolk.
Right.
Or the president decides that he doesn't like the look of some of those islands. Because it's one or two in the cluster that he doesn't own. And besides, he's not sure if they're American enough. And there have been some less than enthusiastic tweets, and it's about time for them to meet the ocean
We
floor.
have already been through this.
We appear to be going through it again.
That wouldn't happen.
Why not?
It wouldn't.
No, but really, why not? You said it yourself, you'd rather it be Flammenbaum. Harold Herring.
That guy was a nutcase.
Are you so deluded that the only perspective you'll listen to is the one your commander spoon-fed you?
He was a nutcase, Anna, all right? Read his court.
He was a major. 20 years of clean service, volunteer for 5 tours in Vietnam, Air Force. He dangled out of planes to kill the enemy.
I didn't know they put out his biography. Should have waited till he was dead.
No, all he did was ask what the check was on the President of the United States for ordering a nuclear strike. And then 6 days later, he's drummed out.
He was not fit for service.
He asked a question and drummed out because there is no answer to that question. There is no check, John.
I know that.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to clear it with the Secretary of Defense. He doesn't have to clear it with the Vice President, and they can't do anything to stop him. All he has to do is press the fucking button.
I said I know.
So for your sake, you better hope it's an asteroid. And given his track record, you better hope that asteroid doesn't ricochet off the moon and come right the fuck back. You said you didn't want him at the wheel. You fucking said it! You don't like him any more than I do!
This cannot amount to whether or not I like him.
Whether or not you trust him then.
He's the commander-in-chief.
Oh, I beg of you, please say something that you didn't lift directly out of the handbook.
He's the commander-in-chief, okay? Trust in your command is fucking fundamental to life in the military. You've been in the service as long as I have.
Trust is meaningless if it's based on nothing.
It's not nothing.
What is it then?
The people! He was elected. I can hate him all I want, but this is a democracy. Okay, we voted him in.
Did we?
I am certainly not qualified to answer that one way or another, and neither are you.
Well, we're about to base a fairly significant decision on it. I tried to get qualified pretty fucking quick.
No one else has proved anything different, I mean. All right, and smarter people than both of us have tried.
Okay. Okay, so we elected him.
Yes.
And because he managed to convince us that he could save us through fear tactics and nostalgia baiting and racism, he's the one who gets to decide.
Because a significant percentage of Americans said he gets to decide, he gets to decide.
Is that really how you feel about it? What if he's insane, John? I get that these things should happen, need to happen. I get that. I know that topside, everything could have already happened, that all of our parents could be dead already. I know those things and they scare me. But there's something that scares me much more than that. That we are as likely to end the world as we are to save it. Maybe more likely. And that the human experiment will end and humanity will never have really gotten a good look at itself. And that's just it. And it happens for no good goddamn reason whatsoever. Coliseum, you've got Helio 5920, 2100 hours and change. Line standby, waiting to receive the end of prelim access. Affirmative, Mike 3, Whiskey 78, Mike Kilo 12 Alpha on deck, plus Beta 2, Beta 6, 111. What are your orders? Affirmative, receiving the first and then the second piece. Golf, November 1. Yankee, Yankee. 2, Zulu, November, Quebec, Tango, Romeo 7. Hold, Domitius. John. John, please.
If you give me an incorrect element, Domitius will know and trip the alarm. I will shoot you. If you say nothing, I will shoot you. I don't want to shoot you.
Apologies, there was some feedback on my line. I wanted to confirm your signal code. Proceed. Romeo, Echo, 5, Sierra, Whiskey, Echo, 2, Romeo, Bravo, 7. Sequence red. Lieutenant and Command unlocking the biscuit. Affirmative. Lieutenant and Command will deploy location 5912-230. Disconnecting to initiate sequence. Will call back upon successful deploy. Thank you, ma'am. Goodbye.
Good.
Don't patronize.
Don't snap. Just take a breath. We're doing it. You can tell yourself for the rest of your life, however long that is, that I held a gun on you. I made you do it. You earned your way out of choosing, which you will regret if we are saving the world.
There was always a choice.
Not here. I have confirmed it against this. Would you like to?
No. I'm in agreement.
Good. Take off your key. Take off your key.
I'm in agreement about what it is. What it says. That's it.
Take off your key now. I told you! Jesus! I told you I'd fucking shoot you, and I told you I didn't want to, but I swear to God, put pressure on it! Take off your key!
Just
Take off your fucking key! Now get to the comm! Listen, Anoki, listen, we are friends. Right? Friends. We said earlier. I want you to live, but you have to understand that you have to understand why I have to kill you if you don't do this. You get that, right? Come on, you have to get that. Don't be a martyr for this, okay? Don't. You want to see the sun again, right? I will take you on that fucking drive. Right, we will start at Greasy Spoon, America, and I will take you all the way up to Ohio, and you can jump in that frozen fucking lake, and I won't make fun of you. And you can hate me if you want, but you are my friend. And I love you. And I want you to live. And the only way that you crawl out of here is if you turn that key. Just do it. And then it'll be over. And we will find something after this, okay? If the world doesn't end, I swear to God we will. Or maybe this is it, right? Maybe this is how it ends. And God, he just sort of shrugs because his Play-Doh design didn't turn out the way that he wanted it. It doesn't work, and it's kind of ugly, and so he's just gonna roll the whole thing into a fucking snake and start over. But don't make me be the one who did. Don't make me kill you. Please. Please. I don't want to kill you. I want you to see your mom again, and I want to eat a meal with you that is actually hot. Okay? Okay. 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 Great. We got it. Okay. Look, Anna, it is not a choice. Okay?
We don't choose. And it's not about the president or who gets hit. It is about what we do. It's about how we survive this, okay? It is about how we survive. Come on. Entering the deploy. We'll count us down. Together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. There's no. We should have. I don't.
Kill switch. Beat you again. Gotta get up earlier. Make less flowery speeches.
You stupid. Fucking.
I love you too, man. Like a brother from before. There's one last breach in protocol for you. How stupid.
No.
I hope you see the sky. If there is a sky. I'm gonna go to the lake. And it's gonna be cold as fuck. I really wish I felt like I saved anything. You know, but I'm happy. I'm happy that. Oh, Jay. I'm glad that. Hey, Jay. Just tell my mom it was quick, yeah? And then turn that key one more time for me. I'm gonna go to the lake.